Have you ever wondered what would happen if the world's greatest detective and the world's greatest thief ever meet? Welcome to Chambers of Mystery and Deduction. If you love everything about mystery and detection, do not forget to hit subscribe and join our community. Today, we're going to look at the crossover between two legendary characters, Sherlock Holmes and Lupin. We'll first examine the context behind the crossover, how the story came to life, and explore the reception it received. Finally, we'll delve into the crossover itself, discussing its lasting impact on popular culture. So let's unravel this intriguing chapter in literature's history. Born in 1859, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle created Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest detective, in 1887. Sherlock Holmes is the epitome of logical brilliance, solving impossible crimes with deduction and science. His adventures, initially published as short stories, enthralled readers and introduced iconic elements to detective fiction, influencing countless imitators. As Sherlock Holmes captivated audiences, another literary character began his journey into the realm of crime fiction. Lupin, the gentleman thief with a Robin Hood charm, emerged from the pen of French author Maurice Leblanc around the turn of the 20th century. While Sherlock Holmes represented the pinnacle of detective prowess, Lupin embodied the cunning and charisma of the criminal mind. Both characters were products of their time, reflecting Victorian England's fascination with crime and France's evolving perceptions of nobility and criminality. Their individual creations made waves in their respective countries, marking a shift in how readers viewed both detectives and thieves. By 1906, Leblanc's penmanship was already enjoying quite the success with the Lupin stories, making him quite wealthy. Intrigued by the similarities between his creation and Doyle's famous sleuth, he hatched a plan. What if he pits his charming rogue against the great Sherlock Holmes? But soon, he ran into a problem. Doyle was notoriously protective of his character and had been known to fiercely guard his creation against unauthorized use. So Leblanc knew that to feature Holmes in one of his stories, he needed to tread carefully. Undeterred, Leblanc took matters into his own hands. He decided to go around the letter of the law by simply changing the name and appearance of Holmes. Instead of Sherlock Holmes, Leblanc introduced Sherlock Sholmes. The change was subtle yet effective, a slight rearrangement of the name that preserved the essence of the original while skirting around any direct infringement. Along with the name change, Leblanc also tweaked Holmes's appearance, altering his dress to better suit his version of the character. The result was a character that was clearly inspired by Holmes, but with enough of a twist to avoid potential legal issues. With these changes in place, Leblanc proceeded to write Sherlock Holmes Arrives Too Late, featuring his alter ego version of Holmes and positioning him as a worthy opponent. For Lupin, the publication of Sherlock Holmes Arrives Too Late marked the beginning of a delightful literary rivalry between two iconic characters. Leblanc's decision to engage in a battle of wits between his two protagonists was a risk. It challenged the status quo of each character's individual narratives, forcing them to confront and learn from one another. This clash of titans gave readers a fresh perspective on both Sherlock Holmes and Lupin, allowing them to showcase their skills in a whole new light. The story itself became a fan favorite, demonstrating the enduring appeal of these legendary characters and their ability to captivate audiences even when placed in unconventional scenarios. The inclusion of Sherlock Holmes in Lupin's escapades added an extra layer of intrigue to the series, giving readers a glimpse into a world where the greatest detective takes on the most elusive thief. It's a testament to the power of these characters that even in a story where they are not the central focus, they still manage to steal the show. So now, let's discuss the reception of this crossover. When it first appeared, Leblanc's vision was met with mixed reactions. Some praised his audacity in pitting his hero against the famed Holmes, while others criticized him for the seemingly one-sided nature of the story. However, despite these initial responses, the crossover quickly gained a devoted following. Fans of both characters appreciated the opportunity to see them interact and the clever way in which Leblanc paid homage to Doyle's creation, while still showcasing the brilliance of his own protagonist. Over time, the perception of the crossover has shifted. Literary critics and scholars have come to appreciate Leblanc's skill in navigating the complexities of creating a story that both honored and challenged the legacy of Sherlock Holmes. The crossover has become a significant part of the broader Sherlock Holmes canon, offering an alternative perspective on the detective's abilities and the nature of his profession. And finally, let's talk about the crossover itself. In the stories, Holmes is portrayed as an aloof and brilliant detective, who relies heavily on logic and observation to solve cases. Meanwhile, Lupin is depicted as a charming and cunning gentleman thief, with a penchant for elaborate schemes and disguises. Their contrasting personalities and approaches to crime make for a fascinating dynamic and set the stage for a compelling battle of wits. The crossover revolves around a series of intricate thefts and daring escapades orchestrated by Lupin. When valuables are stolen and suspicion falls upon him, Lupin challenges Sherlock Holmes to catch him if he can. The ensuing cat-and-mouse game takes readers on a thrilling journey through the streets of Paris, where Holmes finds himself consistently outmaneuvered by the enigmatic thief. Despite his sharp intellect and keen observational skills, Holmes struggles to keep up with Lupin's cunning and agility, making for a surprising and engaging narrative. The clash between Holmes and Lupin highlights the limitations of purely logical thinking in the face of creative problem-solving and strategic planning. Lupin's ability to anticipate Holmes' moves and stay one step ahead showcases the value of unconventional thinking and adaptability in the world of crime. Through their interactions, Leblanc explores the complexities of morality and justice, challenging conventional notions of good and evil. Lupin's Robin Hood-like persona and acts of generosity towards the less fortunate complicate his image as a mere criminal, inviting readers to question traditional perspectives on crime and punishment. Overall, the crossover between Sherlock Holmes and Arsenio Lopez in Arsenio Lopez vs. Sherlock Holmes offers a unique and thought-provoking exploration of the dynamics between detection and deception. As we conclude our exploration of the crossover between Sherlock Holmes and Lupin, it's essential to consider its lasting impact on popular culture. The stories featuring these iconic characters have transcended their time and continue to resonate with audiences today. The enduring appeal of this crossover lies in its ability to capture the imagination and offer a world where the boundaries between good and evil are blurred, and the line between detective and thief becomes increasingly thin. The crossover between Sherlock Holmes and Lupin is a testament to the power of storytelling and the brilliance of these two literary characters. Leblanc's decision to put them in a narrative together resulted in a captivating exploration of wit, morality, and the complexities of crime and justice. The lasting impact of this crossover on popular culture is a testament to the brilliance of these characters and the brilliance of the authors who brought them to life. So, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and share it with your fellow mystery lovers. If you're not yet part of our community, hit that subscribe button to join us. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for joining us today in the Chambers of Mystery and Deduction. Stay curious, keep questioning, and remember, the greatest mysteries are solved with a good story and an even better friend. Until next time, Happy detecting!